Greetings. Here we are again at Attingham Park. It's really good to see you. I'm Stevie C, and hopefully today we're going to see a complete change of direction. Now, what do I mean by that? Do I mean that we're going to change our mind and buy another farm? Do we mean that we're going to change everything that we do on the farm? Well, we're not going to buy another farm. That's for definite. What we are going to do is completely change our direction in terms of I was supposed to be doing East Vinelands tonight, but I've just been so excited and so focused on Attingham Park today that I decided maybe we need to do another Attingham Park live stream today. And that's what we're doing. That's where we are. But again, that is not the only U-turn that we're going to take, because I've made a few decisions while I've been thinking about this save, which is going to break the boundaries of what I've ever done before. It's going to be a huge risk, but it is going to be exciting, I'm sure. So let's head to the farm and let's see what I've got planned for today. So here we are in the tractor, which we might not need too much use for today. As you can see, I have given the farm quite a bit of a tidy up in terms of getting rid of some weeds, but I don't intend to worry too much about the farm today, because you're going to see some dramatic changes over the course of the next hour or two. We're going to do something quite incredible. Well, it's not incredible. It's just nobody expected me to do it, because I spent a whole probably 45 minutes trying to work out what to do with horses yesterday, and then I spent nearly as long again trying to work out what to do with pigs. It was ridiculous. I haven't got a clue. And the way I saw it was actually to try and do both when you don't even know how to do one. Well, that's just a little bit silly. So we're not going to do that. We're gonna walk up to this thing. We're gonna press N, and we're gonna sell, because I don't know what pigs are all about. This may have been a pig farm in the past, but it's time for it to have a new identity. Yes, I want to keep horses because I want to work out what's going on. By the way, we might not have any horses at the moment, but that's another matter. But this space here now is going to be quite important to us, I'm sure, because you know we're gonna have some nice big areas to keep our combining stuff, and trust me, we're gonna need it. But then we've got this old area over here. I mean, these are beautiful old brick buildings here, which, if we open the door, have an amazing little space inside. But it's not worth anything. But guess what? It is gone. Then we've got these rusty old, I don't know what you'd call them, bale storages or vehicle sheds, whatever you want to call them. They're not worth anything, and I'm hoping that this will let me sell. It is gone, and already we can see the space beginning to open up in what was a really tight and dingy farm. But we're not finished there. We've got this rusty old thing, not worth any money. We're just selling the metal on it for scrap. And there we go. That has really opened up this space now. Now what we do with this space, I haven't decided completely. We may sort of replace it with some newer building sheds. But we are in for a busy day today. And not because it's harvest day, because it's still actually the same day as when we left it yesterday. We actually, you know, we've still got a lot of the day left. But we're going to need every second of it. I did think about getting rid of this shed, but considering how good it looks, it's only worth about 20k. So anyway, enough about that. But yeah, this is going to be the big thing about today and what we do on this live stream. We might get round to doing the flooring and making it look a lot nicer around here. So not only will it look spacier, but it'll look tidier as well. We might get round to that, but probably not, because we're going to do something absolutely crazy. And it was probably not a good idea to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. So what we're going to do is something I've never done before. And it means that buying that harvester we bought the other day was absolutely idiotic, because it's nowhere near big enough. We're going to lease a massive amount of land. We're going to lease all these 6 fields here, so that we will own 8 fields in total, and 2 of them absolutely massive. And that is going to be the challenge, because the first thing we need to do is, by the end of the day, we need to have harvested this field. And I just need to double check if there's any others in the same state. The rest are all in growing. That's a relief, because that is going to be one monster to do with our tiny combine harvester. So this could take a long time, but at least we know we've got plenty of work to do in today's stream. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So what I first need to do is field 15, 16. Well, I should just say 13, 14, 15, 16, 1 and 2 are the ones that we want. So that was 1. And what we will do ultimately is obviously aim to buy these, but for the first year or so, we're going to give the farmers compensation for the fact that they are not actually going to get to reap their own harvest, because we now have the fields. So that we're going to make sure that for at least for the first year, we honour the lease that we are taking on with them, which I can be honest with you is it's quite substantial over the lot of them. So 12, 13. I've got a feeling I just did one that I didn't mean to do, which makes it even more expensive. But yeah, so we actually did an extra one there by mistake. But so where's 12? Watch it be on the other side of the river. Oh no, we already own 12. What's that on about? I swear that just gave us the option to lease 12. So, but either way, we now own, although we have to pay a rent on some of it, a massive portion of this map. I've never done anything like this before, so it is pretty scary. But we're going to have to build up our equipment quick, because we can't do too many harvests with this small equipment. So you will have to bear with me. I'm doing my best not to sneeze at the moment, but I'll try and mute my mic if it happens. But you don't get very much warning on this. So we need to now go and find... Oh no, I've just remembered where we put the combine harvester. How the heck are we going to get it out of here? Why did we put it in here? Oh dear. Why did I do this? Not only that, we've got to get the trailer hooked up to it. Well, I don't even know what the best way of doing this is. Oh, too far forward. That's the first crash. Are we fitting through? Oh. Right. Now, I don't know if we can zoom back a bit, because I can't really see what's going on. Come on, you can do it. Yes, we're hooked up. Now, can we get out? Oh, no is the answer. Oh my goodness, what a start. Well, for those shorter videos, you can guarantee this will be getting edited out. So, oh, still got to deal with them tree stumps. Oh, that was something else. This was another building, which, whilst it looks pretty cool, just for the interest of the fact of what it's worth, that's going as well. So we've got plenty of money, but we're going to need it to cover ourselves for all the leased land. What we're going to do in its place, we'll place a cheaper silo, which I know it's a multi-fruit, so it will take all of the harvests that we do, and I think it's not limitless, but it certainly will take some massive harvests. So we'll be able to keep hold of the straw and everything. I've just realised that I'm using my keyboard when I could be using my steering wheel, because that makes me so much better a driver. Not. I must remember that crop destruction is on. So this is going to take us forever today. I've just realised something else as well. We don't need that all that faffing around, and we don't need that corn header because it's oats, I think, that we're harvesting. Well, I hope it is now. Actually, do you know what? We're in a massive space here, so I think this is as good a place as any to get rid of the header trailer as well. Although I've probably just dumped that trailer right in the way of emptying the silo. So here we go. It's a massive field, this, and I'm not very happy about having to do it with such tiny equipment, because this is going to take absolutely forever, and I really don't know how we're gonna. You know, this could take probably two episodes if I let it, because this is going to be a mammoth task. I may quit halfway through and go and spend all my money leasing a bigger harvester, but we will have to wait and see. So what we'll do, we'll get the course play to do the harvesting, and we will do the moving from the silo, which we haven't got yet. So we want that field. We want to generate. We could do as many headlands as we would like. I'm going to do about 4. We're going to start with a headland. Yeah, we're going to go smooth with that, just because I've encountered a lot of trouble with this doing sharp headlands, and there's only a couple of sharp corners on the field anyway. So what I'll do is I'll do 4 headlands, and just check that there's nothing else that I need to worry about. We have islands to bypass, so we've got them to circle, which I think is a best option. And I think that clockwise is important, I think. So I think that is right. So we'll generate that course, and it's taken a long time, so it must be a difficult one. Wow, that is a lot of work, and it's going to be full every 5 minutes as well. So we are going to be a race against time all the time to try and get this going. Now, before I start the job, I'm going to get this facing the right direction so that it doesn't run over the crops, because, like I say, we've got crop destruction on, so I need to make sure that if I can avoid the crops myself, that the combine also avoids the crops. We probably didn't need as many headlands as we've gone for, simply because of the gap between the fields, but the idea now is that we're deliberately doing it this way so that we don't destroy crops. But I've got to go all the way to the bottom of the field, spin it around, and then we can get going with the harvesting. This is a pathetic, absolutely pathetic harvester for the job that we have in hand. So So let's see what happens as we start him up here, and we'll hope that while I go get the trailer, he will happily... Oh, he's going to ride over the crops, which is just what I didn't want him to do. But there we go, he's off and running. So we can get rid of that now, because as long as nothing goes wrong with him, we'll be alright. So we need to dump that there. And just need to see where the trailer is. I'm not sure if you saw on the last stream or not. I think I did buy it at the end of the stream, but we've got a forage wagon. I'm also going to buy, if I can, oh, can't quite see from this angle, I thought it was clear of that. So, am I in line with it? Let's go back into the cab and swing it round. What's going on here? Why are we not connecting? Oh, it is on the way out. Why didn't it connect on the way in? I have no idea. Oh, go turn the other way. My head does not do a 360. Before we do that, I just want to quickly get our silo. So I reckon if we turn that around... Oh, it won't let me. Oh, what a pain. That's where I wanted it. So actually, I reckon right where that flipping header trailer in would have been perfect. So if we went there, then from both sides we would have plenty of turning space, I think. Oh, I don't know. Well, if we put it in the middle, we could go right around it, but that flipping thing's in the way. This was supposed to be a quick job. What's going on? I'm going to have to cheat again for the second time already. Blinking corn header. Why did I buy it? And I never use a header trailer. I don't even know why I bought that. Now this one's probably a bit more realistic. You could probably move one of these without the header on it. With it being on wheels, let's go back for the fourth time. Silos. Wooden multi-fruit. We like brown, so we'll use brown. That blimmin' header thing could be in the way again. But that should be that now. So let's get in the tractor. Because... Oh, what are you doing? So... This is going to be a long day of harvesting with this small equipment. So I'm already sort of planning my avenue to getting enough money to get better equipment. And even that's looking like potentially coming in the way of a loan. I mean, what we need is a big trailer. And I'm stood there waiting in that field for the harvester to go past. It's not even that field. Wow, this is not going well today. So yeah, it was a bit of a U-turn with the old pigs. I just thought that the horses I want to give a go at, and the pigs I do want to give a go at, but it's just got to be the right time. I didn't know that place was there, but I think that's like, well, I don't know, I think it's like fertiliser or something. So I just killed a few crops that I could have tidied up at a later date, but Not going to worry too much about them. Well, it's actually got a bit further round than I thought it was going to, actually. I was half expecting to have filled it up by now. Definitely could do with a bigger trailer, that's for sure. Because I think I'm going to be doing a lot of laps of this field. And that forage wagon is not going to enjoy picking up these. So has that stopped because it's full? I assume so. So I think that I can either follow in its wake or disappear around the side of here and not worry about the harvester for a bit, because it should make it to the end of here having made it all that way before getting full. I do appreciate you guys stopping by and saying hello. It does liven up the stream a little bit when you get a bit of conversation going. Can we do it over the hedge? This is interesting. I don't think you can quite reach, mate. So we'll give up on that idea. Better just wait, just in case this combine does fill up before. It is a pretty long bit, that. I really hope he doesn't, because I've got to turn around and go all the way back if he fills up. In fact, I might just jump on board and see how he's doing. Oh no, we're fine. He's got plenty of space. We're getting pretty close to full on the first trailer, and that was one lap of the field. So that means that we're probably going to see, just before we get out of the headlands, we're probably going to see 4 trips to the silo. That is not good. So at least we haven't got any other fields to harvest today, but I do get the feeling that if any of the other fields are available to harvest soon, or on the same day, certainly the next field along, which is even bigger than this one, we're going to struggle to get it all done in a day with the equipment we've got, and we're certainly going to have to lease something for that. But these oats are going to be invaluable if we do keep horses, so... Right, I'm going to go to the silo with that, because we're just going to get further and further away. So I'll let the harvester get out of the way, and I will spin it around and head back to the silo. Should it let me turn around? There we go. So of course it's going to work out that the trailer is going to need to be filling up from the harvester in some of the worst places, furthest possible points, simply because of all these small equipment that we've got. And perhaps we should have leased bigger equipment rather than going for the stuff to actually own. Perhaps that would have been the better option in the long run. But we did this for the challenge. We didn't do it just to get bored and not struggle with anything. It was always the idea to be challenged by something new. And that is the very first of any harvest that we've had on the farm. Can we whack it around this way, or will that header that I think conveniently put there be in the way?